Hi folks, I've got like 5 hours of daylight and I'm thinking of trying to get to Roadford Reservoir, which I've never done before, and I thought it was easy, but I tried once and failed. Getting to Lidford, I tried going down the right hand fork from the War Memorial, and that is not the way to do it. I think I need to go the left hand fork down the War Memorial, but then it gets complicated. You'll get to Lewd Trenchard and perhaps get to Stowford, but the A30's in the way, which is that red line there. And I don't really know if the road goes under the A30 via like an archway or like underneath the road, or whether the road goes, I don't think the road goes over the A30, so I would have noticed bridges around there. So it's possible that the road goes on the A30, like it crosses the actual road side on, like you're T-junctioning a dual carriageway, which is not a good way to fucking get across a dual carriageway or get past a dual carriageway. So I'm worried about that. And then all these little villages and tight things I've never been down, I might be stuck down like narrow roads and stuff, like I was when I failed to get there on that walk that, you know, diverted off to bagging a Meldon Reservoir tour. So yeah, thinking of trying to get there anyway, figuring out the area. Okay my dudes, I'm filming this. You probably can't hear me very well, but I'm in Lidford and I've just gone past the War Memorial fork. I'm going to go down this road, then there's Hartswell and Eastcott Plantation, and then at Lower Town or something like, I'm going to turn right twice, and the second right's quite harsh, and that should bring me, I think, towards Lewd Trenchard, at which point I have to try and find somewhere to stop. Are you going to fit through that? That was not cool, dude. Public byway on the right, might go to where I walked the other day, Fernworthy Down. Radon Farm on the left. So first we're going to approach on the map it looks like a fork, so it doesn't explain, there's bound to be a giveaway line either for us or for the fork, so either we're turning left into a road or we're staying on the road. It's hard to tell which. Should drive a little slower because I don't know these areas. That's not it. Lidford Forest. Oh, is that that must be Lidford Forest, so I've been here with Dad once. And it was very windy last night, so I wouldn't be surprised if there were big downed trees blocking my route at some point. Big old forest. That might be the Eastcott Plantation.
Get a shiver in the dark.
Trying to look for my fork now. This is wide enough to stop on. Oh, that looks like a nice forest that we could actually stop at. Not right now, but what's that called? There's public footpaths around here. Burley Down Wood. It's wide enough around here that you could probably stop the car. Wait, so I'm gonna go somewhere there.
In the park.
Let me just pause there, where it's wider. So that was Burley Down Plantation. Let me see if I can see it. Okay. Oh, I think this right here is the fork right in front of me. So I think we stay on the road and it's going to turn left. So this isn't Eastcott, this is Burley Down Plantation. Eastcott's the next woods that we'll see. He'll start.
Meantime.
Now we're going to veer away from this wood. We're turning left. Long stretch this direction. The road's wide enough for 2 cars at the moment. Higher Hold Strong just passed.
Sound of the river, you stop
I can't see us veering away from the wood at the moment.
and you hold everything.
Birds in the road. This trip could be ended if I happen upon a downed tree, because there's a woods on my right now. It's going very steeply uphill.
Band is blowing Dixie.
There's a house, lovely little house there. There's a tree down in the wood, but not down here luckily.
Double fall time. You feel alright.
past Hartswell. Was there a road back there? Yeah. Yeah, this is where the Eastcote Plantation veers away from us. There's one little lane to ignore on the right coming up. Then there's a lane on the left to a private house. The road kind of forks, and that's where I turn right into a little road. Double right.
Well, now you step
Is that the one to ignore?
inside, but you don't see too many
I assume this is the road we take. I'm going to assume this is the road we take, guys.
faces.
And if not, we're going to trace back our steps. So there'll be another turning sharp right back on ourselves, if this is correct. Blue down, that says, on the sign. Where are we going? Ooh, hold on. There's a big pothole-ish thing here. Eggs for sale. This is an interesting farmhouse on the edge of a forest on a steep hill.
Coming in out of the rain, they hear the jazz.
You assume if a tree came down here, the farmers had sorted out. Look at that tree on a that wood on a hill to the left there. That was beautiful. See it poking out like a little mountain on the left.
Let's go down.
Okay, there's some kind of weird quad bike. Just gonna go slow for a sec. That was a crazy vehicle. I've never seen one of them. This is a beautiful little area. Oh yes, yeah, we're in the right place. So now we go back on ourselves to the right to get to New Trenchard. And this is a bit more of a substantial road. You can see quite well, nothing coming. Cool, right, okay. So next stop New Trenchard, I guess. Another lovely hill full of wood on the left.
Competition in other places.
Beautiful little bridge. Centralise this bit. Oh wow, look at this. Nice and flat here. Strange flat area. Now is that New Trenchard? I haven't seen any signs. I go to third now. The little loo mill on the left. Loo down up ahead.
But the horns.
Where will it tell us when we're in New Trenchard? I would expect houses and... Oh shit. That guy was on the centre line for no fucking reason.
They blowing nets.
Right, where's this? New Trenchard's back there. Okay, we've made a mistake.
Down. Way on down south.
Where the hell are we going here? Okay, this is awkward.
Way on down south. London town.
It's quite a big stretch of road, but quite quiet for what it is. This might be the old A30. That says New Trenchard. So New Trenchard didn't have many houses in it, so that's why I didn't identify it successfully. Let's go back in. Is that what I want? That might be what I want. Oh, that's scary. Van snuck up on me. Okay, I think this is it. This is what we need. We're trying to follow a road that goes over, under, or on top of the A30 dual carriageway. So yeah, we're in a scary part of the drive right now.
Check out.
Where the fuck do I need to go now? I think I need to go up there. I think I need to go straight ahead. Oh, it's hard to see over this. This is a hill start.
Guitar George.
Can I go over here? I'm just going to go in one of these bays here.
He knows.
I'm going to use this to try and figure out where I am. Hey, my dudes. Hi. That's been pretty crazy so far, but also interesting, and it's pretty places I drove through. So let me try and find out. Started at Lidford. We drove up here. There's the Burley Down plantation. We took the left here, Eastcote, and we took the right, that solid looking road there, and then we took that hard right again onto this strong road, which opened out, was quite straight, flat, no contours at this point. And then we went through Lew Trenchard, and we didn't know it was Lew Trenchard because there's a whole lot of nothing there. You'd expect it to be a town full of houses and all sorts, and a church and that, but there wasn't. So now we've either gone up here to Lob Hill Cross, or we've gone up here to Lewdown, or we've gone up here to Crossroads. Now the problem is now I have to jump onto the Atlas. I don't know if I've... That didn't feel like I crossed the dual carriageway though, did it? Dual carriageway is pretty big. I don't think we crossed it. Huh? We didn't. So is that ahead, or... I'm a little bit baffled now, my dudes. So, okay. Stowford is one place I'm trying to get to. Let's jump onto the Atlas. Road Atlas of Great Britain. It is a pain in the ass to use, and let's put it over here actually. What the hell? Why is... Okay. My GoPro's footage is jittering. What the fuck is that about? What the fuck? Dudes, I don't know what was going on there. Maybe I can show it to you if it's recorded on the footage, but I was looking at the viewfinder and everything on the viewfinder was going high speed shaking around in circles and diagonals. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, I don't know if you saw any of that. We're going to the pain in the Atlas. Started at Lidford. The problem with this fucking thing is the seam is down most of what I'm driving through. I'm mostly driving in the seam, which means I need to... They've left a stupid gap in the seam, so I need to like fold the fucking seam to see it right. But we're at Lidford, and fucking it's really hard to see. Anyway, I guess we went Lew Trenchard. Maybe we must be at Lob Hill Cross. So we go forward, left, forward, join a T-junction, follow the road, and then turn left. It does look like on this map that there's a bridge over the A30. We're going to Bratton Clovelly, and then in Bratton Clovelly we can turn left to Roadford Lake. It's again a complicated journey, my dudes. We still got daylight, so I'm going to keep going.
Oh, the car.
I like this bay.
But it's strictly rhythm, he doesn't wanna.
Oh, that's a tractor. Oh my god. Stop here for a sec.
Make it cry or sing.
So we're heading up towards the A30. There are a couple of routes. Where does this say? What is this junction here? Broadley Chapel. Wait a sec. Broadley Chapel on this map? Damn it. This is hard map reading. What else is on that sign? Bratton Clovelly is forward. Okay. I think we're going to try and follow signs to Bratton Clovelly.
No guitar is all.
Down. What? Oh.
He can't afford.
I just looked at the sign over my shoulder. Not gonna lie, it felt dangerous. Luckily there's nothing coming, but it snapped my neck back and thought, oh god. What am I doing?
When he gets
Kind of want to go to Germans Week, but we also want to go to Bratton Clovelly.
up under the lights, play his thing.
Oh man, maybe I need sat nav. I'm doing everything quite manual and analog. Not automatic and digital.
And Harry doesn't mind.
Windy. Where's that going? Orchard Wortham. I'm not going to wherever that is, I don't think. So we keep going, I guess, to get to Bratton Clovelly. Oh, there's a pheasant in the road. Careful, dude. Oh, I hardly saw him. Jeez. Okay, we're in Pheasant Town.
If he doesn't make the scene, he's got it.
The road's a fucking mess here. Absolute mess.
Daytime job. He's doing
Will I know when I'm in Bratton Clovelly? Will I know? Flood. Was that a permanent? There's a permanent sign for flood there. That's worrying. It happens so much, it's got a permanent sign. bridge over a river. I guess it floods out. This is nice here. This is really nice. I could just park up here.
Alright.
It's doing that thing it did where the screen flies around. No, it isn't. Okay. So because we went under the A30, I can try and find out where we are now. This one goes under. That's interesting. So there's one that goes over that I missed that goes to Bratton Clovelly. I think we took this one that went under. We've gone from through Shelton. Roadford Lake is kind of ahead of us. It's like two or three roads ahead of us, Roadford Lake. And then there's another one that goes over at Stowford. And I seem to have missed both of the bridges. If that map is even right and entirely to be believed, then I've missed the bridges over the A30. I've taken a way that takes me under the A30, which I wasn't really expecting to do at all. Alright, so Roadford's up there somewhere. Let's try and find the perimeter of it, because it's quite a big lake. We'll try and find some signs. We're walled with grass. Petrie Door, that house is called.
Saving it up Friday
I haven't got any signs though, I need signs.
night.
What does that say? That says Bratton Clovelly. Maybe take a left if there's a crossroads. Wind with no nant. Drive slowly, 30 zone. I'm driving slowly anyway for this entire trip, dude. Okay, this is more like what I would expect a village to be like. This is more like what New Trenchard should have been. Lots of houses and a big old church in the middle.
With the Sultans.
I'm expecting it also to be like a crossroads here. Is this like a T-junction? That's a dead end, so that's not what I'm looking for. There's a place to park though, by the church. That's kind of cool. Roadford Lake, there we go, and it's not a, what is it? I thought that was a giveaway thing, but it's not. Okay, here we go. We just did the what was like a crossroads, except it wasn't. Clovelly Inn. Okay, oh shit, I just missed the fucking turn. Let's put on my hazards and go back. It says Roadford Lake up there. That was very sudden. I didn't see it in time.
With the Sultans on swing.
Free parking. What is this? A parish hall. Bratton Clovelly Parish Hall. Free parking. Saying Roadford Lake this way now. Wait, is it saying it for here or is it saying it for... Where is it saying it for? Because that sign looks broken, like it's been misplaced. Right. I am going to go down here. Try and figure something out, my dudes. I know guys, I've just stopped off and I've seen this down the hill. So I don't need to go down this public bridleway. It looks even like the road goes over the lake on a bridge, which I didn't know existed. So I reckon I could keep going down this road. Maybe there'll be a parking spot, maybe not, but I will see when I'm crossing the reservoir. Camera's getting a bit hot. Indicator on, check blind spot. What does that say? Parking. Hello, parking. Interesting. Can we park? Scania truck to actually get out. There he goes. Alright folks, how's it doing? I've gone out, I'm going to do a little walk. I'll do one walk this way to this bridge because I've never seen this before. And I'll do another walk down through the woods there, which is bound to be muddy. But yeah, this is interesting. We're at Roadford Reservoir, Roadford Lake. And there's this road bridge over it, which I'm not going to be able to see very well because I'm on it. But yeah, almost drove over it. But we'll be able to see the lake from it, I believe. Yeah, it's coming out now. I can hear some slosh. Cool. Big old English lake, look at that. There's a tree like underwater, that's so weird. Did the tree grow there and then they filled it up and then the tree just stayed? That's crazy. What the hell? Baco. Yeah, there's a bunch of underwater trees. All of these ones, in fact. Are they meant to be underwater? Is it way more full than it should be today? All of these trees on the edge. That is strange, dude. I wonder if they'll still be alive in the summer. Well, maybe there's a walk over here. And there's a walk I can do near the car because I could actually see a public footpath sign, but I mean there wouldn't be too much. How much would you see with all them trees in the water there? I'm not sure. So the lake just seems to end there. I guess this is like the corner of the reservoir. But if you look out over here, it just goes on and on and on. I'm parked up there somewhere. It just goes super far in that direction. I remember walking around a bit of it. It was like a nature reserve with my dad. I might even have some ancient footage of it, but I can't actually access that footage as far as I know. Yeah, I don't know which part of the reservoir that even was that we walked at. Maybe I got lost when I went with him as well. Do you reckon there's a little footpath in the woods? I can't see one. I don't think I can see one. There is a, it says there's a footpath on the right there. I don't know about the left. It's not visible anyway, not through the trees. There's a stile over there. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a track on the left here. There's lots of junky things around. No, there's not a track that way. What is that? Oh, I think that's a salt grit tub over there for the ice and the snow. Public footpath that way. Public right of way keeps the path. Respect private property. Yes, finally a sign that I agree with. Should we just pop in here for a sec? Let's pop in, have a look at what these footpaths are like. That's quite cool. Let's have a little look at the quality of these footpaths before I go and have a look at the other one. Bug bed and breakfast. Someone's made a home for insects. This is a weird new trend that's been happening in recent years. Not sure where this would go. There's not much more of the lake in this direction, to be fair. I'd quite like to see the open air bits that me and Dad went to, really. It looked like a nature reserve, but Roadford Lake is big and I'm not really sure which part of it I'm on because I have terrible maps from the area. I really need to buy an ordnance survey map, paper map for my car that actually has this area on it, which is between Bodmin and Oakhampton. I don't have any of that, so I have to look on the internet when I get back home to see where I went today. Okay, the track's getting a bit muddy now, so I might go back and see that other one. This is a weird tree. This is like there's a tree that collapsed in our garden that was tangled with ivy. This is a bit like that. It's like a foreign plant has choked this tree to death. and then it's fallen over. Track is actually doing a complete left-hand veer away from the reservoir now, so I'll probably turn back, but let's just have a look up here. Borders on someone's farmery field, which is quite nice, which I will not jump into because that's the private property they were talking about. Lovely. And then it goes back into the woods, I guess, but not near the reservoir anymore. And there's brambles trying to grab me. Oh, there's like a stream here or something. Maybe it's just standing water. It smells a bit damp around here. It smells a bit iffy. I can't say what the smell is. Oh, there's another field up there. Alright, but super mud, so I have to get through to get there. Let me go to the other public footpath and see if it goes down to the water's edge or something. Probably not because of them trees we saw. Excellent day for it today though. It was meant to be like, well, it was meant to be overcast and cloudy, no sun, just kind of dry. But it started off wind and rain heavy last night, and then it started off this morning with like mist all over the place. But since I started driving, the sun's come out. It's just been a nice sunny day. Not even that cold, to be honest, just a little bit chilly. I think that was luck. You liking this video so far? Southweek, Lewdown. Here's the other public footpath I saw. Goes off in a different direction maybe. It's a bit muddier here. I'm guessing you can't go, wait a sec. Access to bird hide only. No dogs. I don't really know what's down there. Toxic blue-green algae may be present on the water on the shoreline. They're just trying to stop people swimming, aren't they? Do not come into contact with algae scum. Keep animals on a lead. Antisocial behaviour. Weird. What do I mean by that? Motorist, have you locked your car? Yes. Okay, so let's go this way. This is where it's saying the main public footpath is. Oh. Latches and locks. See how that's not lined up correctly? So I have to kick it upward to get it over. Badly made gate. Come on, redesign the gate. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. For more of those, check out Latch and Locks on Instagram. Run by Hayes Outdoors. So this is going away from the bit I saw with the trees submerged. This is taking me along the edge of the shoreline, I suppose, in the direction where I drove down from. Or is it near the shoreline? Might be veering away from it actually, which is a bit annoying. Still, I guess we'll have a little woodsy walk here, like we did earlier. So a little gap in the hedge here, and then there's where the water meets them trees. Just gonna pop down, get a tiny bit closer for a view of the trees. Bramble be gone. Lots of brambles here. Yeah, that's the water's edge down there, I think. You see submerged trees. I'm wondering how that happened. Like, did the trees just start growing normally on the water's edge and then more water came into the reservoir and drowned them all? Or what? We're at the water's edge. There's even a fence submerged as well. Yeah, that looks like a mistake. Mud underwater has been churned up into a swamp over that direction. It's such a weird little landscape. I'm sure there's like a picnicky area at some part of the reservoir with green. It's kind of like a moorland bit. There's like green grass and then like gorse bushes or something. When we went there in spring or summer, me and my dad, there were lots of there's lots of wildlife around. There was lots of insects I hadn't seen, like these kind of red and black bee things in the plants. So I guess this is nature preserve-ish territory, because I don't tend to see them often anywhere else. I'm just coming up now to a bit where it's visible from the road I came in on. Didn't know at the time. I reckon this might be a time to stop and turn back, else it's just going to take me right up, I think, to that digger where I looked down and saw the lake from, where I've already been. I imagine this goes up somewhere near there, probably joins that other public footpath I saw up top. Oh, no way. Flowers be coming out. Right, I just had a look at the map, and I reckon if we go back down this road from the bridge and turn first right, we turn like 3 rights basically. The first right we see here, and then the second right, and then right again, we end up at something called Grinacombe Moor, which is also on the edge of Roadford Lake, but it's on the other side of it. I reckon that might be, maybe that is more like the bit where I stopped with Dad. So I might try and have a look at Grinacombe Moor, and then I might go to Lifton. There's lots of ways I can get back, I think, where I'll bump into a familiar place and I'll know sort of where I am. Like if I bumped into Lifton or Chillerton or like Lamerton or something, or Chadlehanger, all these places are more familiar to me. The more south and the more east I go, the more I just bump into places that are familiar, but it's just going up this direction northwest where I just bump into loads of shit that I've never heard before. So I'll try and get to this thing 3 rights down behind me. Hopefully I'll be able to turn around here. I didn't think about that. Sky. We got lucky with the weather today, guys. Ah, interesting. Onto some sort of main road, perhaps. Or is it? That was it. Ah, fuck, I need to turn around. That was it. Okay, this is a 2-way road. It did not look like one for a moment there. Apply. Purchase parking via Ring Go. I'm not going to use your fucking app. Oh, they've got a machine. That's cool. It's not a bad view, is it?
And then the man steps right up to the microphone and says at last, just as the time bell rings, good night, now it's time to go home.
This is more like it. So I paid £2.50 for car parking here. They actually have a proper ticket machine that takes coins, which is excellent. And this is what I remember. I remember seeing that thing jutting out. So me and my dad must have come here. So what's it called? Grinnicum Moor or something? This is like the real entrance to Roadford, clearly. It's got all this car parking space up here. It's like terraced. I think you can park up there too, maybe. Seems to be owned by Southwest Lakes, I think is the company that owns and runs this. And yeah, it seems to even have a cafe up there. The toilets, which I used, are actually really nice, by the way. Like you each get, I think it's like one big block divided into 4 rooms. No urinals, just actual toilets. So like each person gets a huge room. Ah, this is useful. We've got a map. So where we went earlier must be somewhere up here or here. Not quite sure where. One of those two. But we're now, I guess we must be here. So there's 2 buildings here. That must be, there's like a cafe. I might have a look in the cafe. And then there's like a red route, which is the one me and my dad must have walked along for a bit. What is all this? That's weird. They say they have activities like windsurfing, sailing, rowing, paddleboarding and stuff. Which is odd because at the other end it said don't go in the water. Strange. It's strange to see a sign that says here are all the things we're allowing you to do. Like here are all the things you can do rather than here are all the things you can't do. So what are the things you can't do? It's they don't want fires and barbecues, camping. They don't want swimming in the lake, but they want all these water activities. What if you fall off your paddleboard? Then you're swimming in the lake. You accidentally broke the rules or whatever. Yeah, so proper machine there. Takes coins. And there's the car parking if you're interested. Go and have a look. Have a look at what the shop thing's like, and then have a little walk down there. I've got 2 hours, probably won't need it. It's very different up this end of the reservoir than it is down there. There's some sort of monument over there. Can't quite make it out. So they have a nice little cafe thing. I just got some maps at. So it looks out over the lakes. They're selling cakes and coffee and bags and local books. And you walk in here, which apparently I asked the lady and she said it's okay to come in here. Look at this. They have this weird conical building, which I guess they use for events, but currently it's just open for information and people to visit. These paddle things. And there's this weird hanging globe of Earth, which I think is kind of cool. More books. This is what's in the other room. A few stands with these on. What is this? This is... okay, this is a bit dodgy. There's a couple of SJW kind of books, but whatever. There's lots of local history books though, walks and armour. I was trying to find an ordnance survey, but there's no maps. Well, I mean there are maps, I found these, but they're very zoomed in maps. Oh, they have some kind of... this is like a university art project thing. I haven't seen that dam. They showed a little dam there, I haven't seen it. Yeah. Oh, I love the globe thing. Oh, there's even more to it over here. Burratall room, toilets. There's like a wedding kind of room. I guess there's a very long banquet table thing. Yeah, I guess people host weddings here or something. I just like this giant globe. I wonder what that's made out of. How heavy is it? Oh, Indonesia's looking a bit blobby. Got little electric ports in the floor. Never seen that before. Crazy. Oh, let's have a look outside. I can still see that monument on the other side of the water there. I wonder how long that would take to walk to. Yeah, they don't sell meals in there. They seem to sell drinks, little cakes, ice creams. There's that building I was in, conical one. Let's have a look down here. Old-fashioned telescope thing, coin operated, I guess. Ooh. Oh, I can smell like something like fish and chips, which is weird because they're not doing food in there. Although there is a big kind of banquet hall in there where they've got a big long table. So maybe there is a place around here they do food. Don't know what this stone is. This looks like some kind of cider making equipment or something. And some sort of walk. Not going to spend too long out. The sun has actually gone away. The sun's gone away. Hopefully it doesn't get too dark and rainy or something. I've still got to find a way back home. Hopefully in the light. So yeah, not going to be out for long. Maybe be out here just for an hour. Oh, there's some orange lichen. I should have done a lichen on that. Everything you can't do on a giant sign. Lots of signs everywhere. This is a map though. Caution horses, caution cyclists, caution fishermen, caution deep mud. No fires. Camping only allowed at the campsite. Okay, so there is a campsite. So we're at Warden's office in Goodacre Inlet. Or are we? Maybe we're not. We were up there before, that's where we started. See if I can find a little moorlandy nature reserve-y bit. There's a strange thing in the woods. Oh, it's getting a little bit muddy here. I don't particularly want to go down the muddy tracks because I haven't come out in my hiking boots this time round. Don't really know where that is. I guess it's like a table with a pond in it. Oh, it's meant to be like a dragonfly's wing. No, it's meant to be a sycamore seed. That's what it is. Various weird things around the woods. There's something barred off down that direction. I guess it used to be like a play park feature, but it's no entry. Deemed unsafe, I'm sure. We don't want kids to play on this because we'll get sued because of bullshit. This approach is damaged and awaiting repairs. Sorry for any inconvenience. Dude, you can play on that. Jesus Christ. Let people take their own risks to play on what they want. The safety culture has to end. It has to end fast. Don't want to accidentally go up that way when I go back. How long should I walk for, dudes? I kind of want to get to the monument, but at the same time I'm just fighting with knowing that I've got to drive back and not wanting to do that particular journey in the dark because I don't know it very well unless I can get to Lifton. There's a stream flowing into the res. Hey, there's that wind farm I passed on the way in. I keep saying wind farm, there's only one of them. Wind turbine. Okay, this looks lighter in real life than it does on cam. I think I'm going to have to do some decontrasting, brightnessing. Another stream maybe? Oh look, they haven't cordoned off this arrangement of wood for kids to play on. But isn't that dangerous? Too unsafe. There's a little stream valley thing. Probably looks different in the summer, I imagine. See, I'm not remembering this bit now. I thought I was remembering the bit where we parked, but I'm not remembering any of this. I'm remembering more moorlandy bits. Lots of carvings and stuff. Too many signs. Some spooky woods in there. All fenced off though, so you can't go and have a look. That's a shame. Yeah, it's more woodsy than what I remember at the moment. To the right, cycle path. To the left, footpath to the Jubilee Sundial, Cob Shelter and Bird Hide. Alright, Crow dude. I reckon what we were looking at before was the Jubilee Sundial. Let's just have a quick look over here. That knobbly tree diverged in the centre into two trees, kind of like... What does this sign say? Coombe Park Wall, Forest Walks and Lakeside. Trench running through there, kind of like an old leat. They could do some maintenance on that and it'd be a nice little walk, I think. Let's head for Jubilee Sundial, see how far we get maybe. No cycling, no fun. Alright, Mr. Crow, how you doing? I don't have any crisps on me today. Are you wounded? Getting awfully close. Oh, there's little birds here. Do I have my big cam on me? No, I don't. Damn. What kind of finch are you, boy? Oh, there he goes. Did you see him? Did you see him on the GoPro? I don't know if the GoPro picked that little dude up or not. A muddy track to the water's edge. Too muddy for me and my Converse. Some kind of shed thing coming up. Maybe it's a bird hide, I don't know. Kind of like the look of this section. It's sort of, I don't know, spooky. It reminds me a little bit of, I don't know why, it reminds me of Chippenham. This is where my granddad used to live when we went to visit him years ago. Oh, this can't be a bird hide. What is this? It's like the front of a shed, but it's been ripped off. I think it's like a bench with a roof on it. Oh, here's a nice little shoreside thing. Look at this. That's kind of cool. I quite like that. And there's like a triangle birdhouse in the centre of frame there. That's the sun hiding, and a couple of mallards, and the wind farm. How close do I get to the shore before it gets too muddy? Navigate my way on the grassy bits. Cool, round about here I guess. It's got more sunken trees again. I don't get how those sunken trees happen. They seem really confusing to me. Like it was less flooded before. Alright, let's see if we can get to this sundial thing. Ah, here we go. Little fork in the track. Oh, is it going to be muddy? Might be muddy. Cob shelter and bird hide. Oh, hold on, there might be another way to it. Can I get around to it from up here? We've got an open area. Is that the bird hide up there? Oh, here we go. Yeah, we can go around. So it is a silver sundial thing, monument. We can sort of see where we began over there. Yeah, I'm going to end my walk at this structure, I think, and turn back so I can preserve daylight for my drive. Polestar Gnomon North. What the hell is Gnomon? 50 to 69 angle of latitude. Find GMT, add or subtract minutes to the sun time shown by the dial. January, add 0 minutes. So just use the dial as intended. I don't think it's, I think the sun's gone. I don't think we're going to be able to use it for its intended purpose. It's kind of semi-camouflage. It's reflecting what's behind. It's almost disappearing into the background. I suppose that's good in a way. Sort of preserving the nature stuff by not being too intrusively colourful or whatever. It's muddy here. I cannot see the shadow of the sundial, to be honest. IX VI XII. I put a diamond in it. Oh yeah, it's mirrored. Hi. Oh, it's got that warping mirror effect. I can't do the warping thing. I was going to do the warping thing on my face. It's like a warp. So I'm trying to put my mouth on the warp bit so I could go like. I can see a bit of high altitude cloud there. How's that happening? A stone version of the sign we've just read about GMT. Greenwich Mean Time. Very intriguing. It still doesn't seem to look like the bit I visited with my dad, which was all kind of like moorlandy bits. It was more like this, to be honest. It was like a nature reserve, and you could like, I don't know, I guess it was springtime, so maybe it looked different because of that, but I'm sure it didn't look like this. We'll have a look at this bird hide and then we'll go. There's a woods path off in that direction. Lovely viewpoint from up the hill here. The lights have come on that weird tower that's jutting out of the water. What is this? This looks like some American Indian type deal, doesn't it? Also the roof looks a bit like a boat. This does not look very English. What is this made of? Is this like one of those huts made of like mud and dung or something? It's like a spiral on the inside. It's like a very complicated bus stop in here. The birds, they don't know I'm here. I can fucking stalk the birds and they'll never know I'm here. Except for all the racket I'm making. There's a lot of graffiti though. I think the teens have reclaimed it from the American Indians. Jeez. I couldn't let it go. There's some kind of boat out there. Looks like a rigid inflatable boat, like an orange one out there. Maybe someone fishing. I'm not sure. There's some kind of fishing port thing over there actually. Again, GoPro's not really good with the zooming, but it's over there. There's another green field beyond them trees there. This is still not what I remember, to be honest, last time I was here. I'm sure I was at a different point from this. I'm sure there was a different part where I was. Don't really recognise this bit. Maybe they've just like re-landscaped the whole thing and changed the paths and everything, but I feel like that would be too difficult to do. Maybe there is another like car park somewhere where we actually stopped off. Maybe we didn't stop off at this one. I'm confused now. It's quite a big lake. There are probably other places to stop off. Okay, weird dudes. Anyway, that was a trip to Roadford Lake or Roadford Reservoir. I think we're in Cornwall. Yeah, we must be in Cornwall. I think. We saw the end near E-Worthy and Germans Week with the bridge, and we saw this end, which I guess is the more touristy, formal end, at whatever more that was. Something more. Thank you for watching.